We have students from all walks of life, and they all have their own story. We are proud of each of our students, which makes the task of choosing a student to speak even more difficult. This year, the graduation committee has chosen two student speakers, Kelsey Schlink and Andy Ross. Kelsey Schlink is a 2014 graduate of East Grand Forks High School in East Grand Forks, Minnesota, and is the daughter of Shane and Diane Schlink. She is graduating with her Associate in Science degree and will complete her practical nursing degree this summer. Kelsey will continue on to achieve her Associate degree of Nursing here at Lake Region next year. While at Lake Region State College, Kelsey made LRSC history as the only four-time national tournament participant, twice qualifying for the National Golf Tournament and twice as a member of the Lady Royals basketball team. In golf, she won 6 out of 11 meets in 2 years. She was a medalist for regionals in 2015, and her excellence earned her a trip to nationals in 2015 and 2016. Kelsey leaves tomorrow for the National Golf Tournament. In basketball, she was a team captain this past season and was named to the All-Conference Academic Team 2 years in a row. Kelsey is a member of Phi Theta Kappa, a resident assistant, and appeared on the Dean's and President's list while at Lake Region State College. For her leadership, service, and academic success, Kelsey has also been named as a Who's Who Award recipient. Please welcome Kelsey Schlink.
Good morning, President Darling, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Welcome to Lake Region State College's 74th commencement ceremony. Alan Elda, an American actor, director, screenwriter, and author, said during the commencement address, "You have to leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. You can't get there by bus, only by hard work and risk, and by not quite knowing what you're doing. But what you'll discover will be wonderful. What you'll discover will be yourself." Lake Region helped me and many others find ourselves. This would be the first step into reality where we found freedom and independence, but also the responsibilities of living on our own. 2 years ago, we started a new chapter in our lives as we made our way to Devil's Lake, North Dakota, to begin our studies here at Lake Region State College. Many of us, including myself, this would be our first experience away from home. Luckily, Lake Region was very welcoming and opened many opportunities for anyone pursuing a successful future. Coming from East Grand Forks, Minnesota, I was used to the small town feel with the personal relationships that came with it. As I was seeking a nursing degree and also wanting to continue my basketball and golf career, Lake Region became the perfect fit. When I came to register for fall classes, I became nervous, wondering if I had made the wrong decision, as I did not know anyone else in the room. The staff greeted me, making me more comfortable. They helped me decide what classes I should be taking to contribute to my nursing degree. This is the first thing that caught my eye. The people here actually cared what classes you were taking. They wanted you to succeed. They looked to meet your individualized needs. You aren't just a number here. As we were enjoying our summer at home, a letter arrived for us if we were living in the dorms next year. Inside, it revealed our roommate for our first year of college. As we all searched our roommates on Facebook and creeped their pictures, we hoped we would get along. After all, it's hard to share a 4x4 room with someone you don't like. As the first day of classes arrived, we had the awkward introduction with our roommates, the hunt for the classrooms, and the decision of who we were going to sit at lunch with. A couple weeks in, we finally figured things out and adapted to our new lifestyle. Our snoring, sleep-talking roommates were now becoming one of our best friends that would last a lifetime. Days began to become routines, as we didn't know some of the best days were passing us by. As these days were passing us by, some of our favorite memories were created. We learned that maybe athletes shouldn't be allowed to ride bikes or go ice skating because we aren't as coordinated as we thought. We became the best of friends with the local fire department and potentially set a record for the most time setting off the alarm, making popcorn. I also heard animal control was called, asking for workers, as invasive gardener snakes had been removed from the dorms in an oh-so-smoothly manner by select students. A lot of memories also came from supporting each other at games, plays, and club events. Through my 2 years here at Lake Region, I've found students consistently support each other in events around the campus. It is really an LR family. The student section at sporting events this year has been amazing. As a member of the women's basketball team, I can honestly say the student section was a sixth man for us and helped us win many close games. We couldn't have made it to 2 national tournaments without the support of the student and staff here at Lake Region. Through teams and clubs here at Lake Region, we have also made many memories. The women's basketball team thought we had adjusted to the Australian accent until we learned a pawn shop here is called a porn shop down under. The men's basketball team discovered maybe drag racing electric wheelchairs around Walmart isn't the smartest idea. We nearly lost the volleyball team as they practically got swept away by a flash flood in Sioux Falls. And through a bad experience, the softball team concluded maybe Arby's isn't the best pregame meal. The baseball team learned the hard way that maybe you shouldn't be arguing balls and strikes with the umpire. Drama Club was hoping for a turn of events during their last play this year, as they mutually agreed they had enough of Casey, and they were eager to stone him after their performance. And who would have thought crew could be so ruthless and force people to eat sardines covered in chocolate pudding? We didn't know it at the time, but the memories we made here will last a lifetime. We have come a long way, but not as far as we will go. Today our chapter here at Lake Region will be finished. Today could be the last time you see the person sitting next to you. Today our lives will change as we each open a new chapter in our lives. Whether you go into the workforce or continue your education elsewhere, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you can cherish the memories you've made here at Lake Region and look forward to the opportunities to come. As Charlie Munger said, you're not going to get very far in life based on what you already know. You're going to advance in life by what you're going to learn after you leave here. So go out and exceed life to your fullest expectations, but never forget what Lake Region gave you.
Thank you, Kelsey. Our second student speaker is Andy Ross. Andy is a 2005 graduate from Freedom High School in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and is the son of Bill and Toy Ross. He is graduating today with an Associate of Applied Science degree in Simulator Maintenance Technician. Andy was very involved on our campus. He was a Royal Ambassador, where he completed many hours at campus events and gave numerous tours to prospective students. He served as a resident assistant in housing, was a student employee in student services, and is a Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society member, holding the position of president during the 2015-2016 year. A Sin Club member, again holding the title of president this past year. Andy appeared on the Dean's and President's list during his time at Lake Region State College, and for his leadership, service, and academic success, Andy has been named as a Who's Who Award recipient. Andy?
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to my fellow 2016 graduating classmates. Originally, when I was asked to give this year's graduation speech, I had the idea to do one of the biggest no-nos in academia. Blatantly plagiarize famous speeches of the 20th century by replacing certain words with scholastic terms, like, do not ask what your college can do for you, ask what you can do for your college. Or even, I am not a bad student. And I even figured I did not cheat on that Bible. But as I was reading over the most influential speeches of the 20th century, speeches like Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream, or JFK's inaugural address, I realized what these speeches were saying. They spoke of hope, perseverance, and a better future. The same ideas we all have. And suddenly I was less excited about ripping off these powerful words with cheeky jokes. So I decided to go a different route. Hopefully I won't be too cliche. It's been an exciting 2 years, and even after all the homework assignments, essays, and late night cram sessions, looking back, it seemed like a blink of an eye. We made it through all the seemingly impossible test questions, like if Tom throws a triangle out of a car and the car is going 45 miles an hour, and wind resistance is a thing that exists in this scenario, how many cupcakes can Pedro buy with the color 9? Even with a 2-year plug-induced migraine, it's been my pleasure to meet everyone and to share a few laughs during our time here. Without you, my time in North Dakota would have been a rough adventure. For those of you I haven't had the opportunity to meet, I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the typical reaction I get is a surprise face because of what would bring me all the way up here, which is then followed by a look of concern because of the winters. Well, my journey started a few years ago, and after 10 plus years of electrical work, I was looking for a change. At that time, Lockheed Martin in Albuquerque was hiring for simulator maintenance technicians. I honestly had no idea what that even meant, but I knew there had to be electricity and a computer involved, somewhere. So I figured, why not, and I applied for the position just to see what would happen. Surprisingly, I was denied the position. Why wouldn't they want someone who didn't know what they were doing? However, there was a positive. The hiring manager told me that I had the electrical experience, but I needed training on the other components of simulation, and a degree in the subject matter would help. So I asked him where I could learn the science. Without a pause, he recommended Lake Region and Devils Lake, North Dakota. My initial reaction was, where? Followed by, really? He told me that Lake Region is highly reputable, and he had hired a few of the graduates over the years, and every single one had performed well. So after a lot of debating and a lovingly forceful push from my family, I decided North Dakota would be the next step. I had no idea what lay in front of me, but it was a change I was looking for. When I arrived at the college in January, my first encounter in North Dakota was Stephanie Schock. Her cheery voice and bright smile was a warm welcome to a frigid new territory. I think she could tell I was grumpy and sarcastic about the idea of trading my old life for a new pair of snow boots. However, that didn't stop her from extending a friendly hand, which was exactly what I needed at the time. That moment set the tone for my time up here. I remember listening to Dr. Darling's welcome speech on the first day of class. He was encouraging students to get involved in any of the programs and clubs on campus. You get out what you put in, and being busy will enrich the experience. The first opportunity that I encountered was serendipitous. 6 months prior to coming to North Dakota, a friend and I were planning a trip to Greece. Plans fell through, not because anything bad had happened, but just because we were broke and living check to check. I thought that was it. I wouldn't be able to travel for a long time because I would be in school and paying off debt. Then I met Miss Tandy. I think she was saying something about English or speech classes. I don't really know. But then she mentioned Greece, and I just lit up like a Katy Perry's firework. I told her, heck yeah, I'm going to Greece. But it's a rare thing to have faculty members that care so passionately about their students. For those who have traveled or have lived in different locations, you know how hard it is to find kind and compassionate people. Coming from Albuquerque, which isn't known for very much on the positive side, especially after the meth-based show Breaking Bad became popular. So meeting that North Dakota nice was strange and rattling at first, as in, why are you being so nice to me? I don't know you. What do you want? But it grows on you, and once you appreciate that, it's hard going back to cities where most people are rude and angry. Even going to NDSU, there's a big difference in teacher interaction with so many students on the campus. The educators here truly know what it takes to not only grow as a person, but also how to succeed as an adult in today's world. The ability to teach someone about computers that communicate in only 1 and zeros and use that to build segways, robots, and even simulated gaming is truly a gift. My adventures and encounters in North Dakota will be something that I will cherish forever. I've done things I originally thought were crazy, like ice fishing, for example. Even driving on the ice blew my mind and pulled me out of my comfort zone. I have made lifelong friends, and I can honestly say that the North Dakota Nice is a real thing. Being here today would have been arduous without the support of our family, friends, and faculty. I want to thank my instructors for opening a whole new world to me, my friends for all the good times, hangouts, and laughter, and most of all, my family for all the support every step of the way. Without all of you, none of this would have been possible. I also want to give a special thank you to the unsung heroes of the last 2 years, Google, Red Bull, YouTube, and Wikipedia. Congratulations, class of 2016. We did it.